Have you ever sliced open a fig, that deep red center, those tiny crunchy bits, that almost honey-like texture? It looks like a normal fruit, but if you actually look at it, it doesn't behave like one. So what exactly is a fig? Today, let's solve this here on Unlogic. We call it a fruit. We eat it like a fruit. It's sold next to other fruits. But botanically speaking, a fig doesn't form the way fruits are supposed to form. So what is it really? To understand the fig, we go back thousands of years. The common fig, Ficus carica, is one of the oldest cultivated plants in human history. Archaeological evidence suggests cultivation as early as 9000 BCE in the Middle East. Civilizations in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Greece considered it sacred, a symbol of abundance and fertility. But even ancient farmers didn't fully understand its structure. Because a fig doesn't grow like an apple. It doesn't grow like a mango. It grows inward. Most fruits begin as flowers that bloom outward. They're pollinated. Petals fall. The fruit develops from the base. A fig flips this process. Instead of blooming outward, the flower folds inward. What we call a fig is actually a hollow chamber lined with hundreds of tiny flowers inside. Those crunchy bits. Each one is an individual flower that matured internally. A fig isn't a single fruit. It's an enclosed cluster of flowers. Botanically, it's called a syconium. Almost nobody knows that. But here's the real twist. If the flowers are inside, how are they pollinated? Figs evolved a partnership with the fig wasp. Each fig species typically has its own specific wasp species. The wasp enters through a tiny opening at the base. Inside, it pollinates the hidden flowers. Over millions of years, figs and wasps co-evolved into one of nature's most precise biological relationships. Modern commercial figs are usually self-pollinating. But in the wild, that ancient system still operates. Figs shaped agriculture and trade. In ancient Rome, they were a staple. Across the Middle East, they were dried and stored as survival food. They appear in religious texts and mythology across cultures. Yet despite thousands of years of use, most people still think of them as just another fruit. This is what Unlogic is about. We see something familiar, we label it quickly, fruit, sweet, normal, and we stop questioning it. But inside that simple label is an inverted flower structure, a sealed pollination system, an ancient evolutionary alliance. So next time you see a fig, you're not looking at a fruit in the traditional sense. You're looking at hundreds of flowers that bloomed inward instead of outward. One of the oldest cultivated plants in history, and proof that the ordinary often hides extraordinary design. If you have suggestions for our next video, leave a comment. We'll acknowledge it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories uncovered through the smallest details. This is Unlogic.